thousands of rugby fans are set to stream through the gates here at Exeter's Sandy Park, ready to revel in the atmosphere of the Rugby World Cup. But it's not just sports fans set to get a kick out of it all. Inside Out's had exclusive access to a project funded by the World Cup aimed at inspiring jobless young people.
It's mid-morning and 20-year-old Matt Baker has just got up. Matt's been unemployed for 6 months, but being able to play computer games all day is starting to lose its appeal.
When I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, I just want to play games all the time. But when you actually do it, you just think, this is really boring, so, you just want to get out and meet new people, I think.
Matt struggled to find a long-term job. It's knocked his confidence, and it's a big worry for mum Sharon.
All his friends are working, his brother's working, his little sister who's going to school got a little part-time job. So everybody around his life got something. And of course it made him, I guess, feel like, well, what's wrong with me? Why is I'm not getting interviewed or called or I'm trying? So of course it probably made him feel even worse.
But inspiration for Matt could come from an unexpected place. Motivational coach and former Royal Marine Kieran Yeoman believes job seekers can learn a lot from professional athletes.
You look at sport and it's all about dedication, the motivation, the drive towards getting to where you want to be. It's like the same as when you're going for work. It's all about actually having a plan.
With Exeter hosting 3 Rugby World Cup matches, the City Council wanted to make sure there was a lasting legacy and that not only fans would benefit. And so Kieran's been asked to run a project showing youngsters how sporting values can help them in the world of work.
You've got communication, good communication on the field there between each other. You've got teamwork, which is another important skill. You listening skills as well as another big one.
It's May and Kieran's a long way from the rugby pitch.
What I'd want is number 5 to be on top of number 2 by using what you've got with you.
After 2 months on the dole, Matt on the left here has had a shave and got a place on one of Kieran's courses. Kieran's had success before and he's confident Matt's group will benefit from learning to work together.
I'm so passionate about this work, there's no words that can actually describe it.
But he's got his work cut out. Getting this lot engaged is going to be a challenge. Like Matt, 21-year-old Ed has struggled to find regular work and doesn't know what he wants to do. And being back in a classroom is proving difficult for him.
Respect to others in the class. Yeah. What's our ways of working going to be? Yeah. Mobile phones. Yeah. Right. What do you think about mobile phones?
And it's only day 1.
It can be challenging, but it's just that thing to never give up and always to push and help one another.
Half an hour later, Ed is back on board. Kieran's got him to open up and share his hopes for the future.
End up in a job that means that I want to get out of bed in the morning.
There are more than 4,500 18 to 24-year-olds in Devon and Cornwall who, like Matt and Ed, aren't working, studying or training.
When I used to be on job centres, I used to be applying for hundreds of jobs every day, probably at least 20 jobs a day. And I've been on that for a month, so it was at least 100 or 200 of these a month.
And what I want you to do, I want you to, by not touching him anything else, or just by communication, get him to put this on number 3.
Okay.
All right?
Slowly. Really slowly.
If you've spent a lot of time alone in your bedroom, teamwork might not be one of your strong points.
Okay, turn around. 3 steps forward. And we're going now?
Excellent. Brilliant.
And we've all struggled with putting up a tent, and having 3 of you doesn't make it any easier.
Matthew, you happy you're the leader?
Can do, yeah.
As things progress, Matt's abilities are being noticed.
Matt is he's a lot more confident in himself. He's got a lot more self-belief. He's doing so well at the moment.
Ed, though, still isn't sure if the course is what he needs.
It's been alright, it's been a bit slow. We've done loads of stuff, to be honest. But I don't know how constructive it is for me personally.
But no matter what everyone thinks, the biggest challenge is to come, presenting their new skills to a room full of potential employers.
I'm not nervous about it, but I'm actually quite looking forward to it, actually, considering there's quite a lot of people coming in.
The big day's arrived, the audience is here, and so are the nerves. Matt's not feeling quite so confident, and neither's Ed.
A little bit sceptical and worried, but and even now I'm a bit like, I might walk out, but I'm just going to stick with it and see how it goes. And hopefully I'll come out with a job after it.
Kieran kicks things off with a quick introduction, then it's down to the group to impress.
This programme has been made possible by funding from the Rugby World Cup legacy and recognises Exeter City's commitment to reaching further than just a rugby field. So without further ado, I'd like to present the REAP.
Hi, I'm Matthew from Exmouth.
Judgment, it's a key quality for being a leader as well, for leading a team, so you have to make good or bad decisions in the workplace as well.
There's lots of forms of discrimination, so to deal with that, one must simply not make assumptions about a person unless you know that individual.
Thank you for listening to us today anyway, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for not falling asleep anyway. I hope you have any questions for any of us today and what we did.
It's gone well, and Ed is the first to get some good news.
The lady from the Exeter Maritime Company's basically just offered me an opportunity to go down, have a look around, see what they do, see what kind of things they build and what sort of sculptures they build and create.
Certificate in hand, Matt too is looking forward to the future.
I think I probably actually managed to find myself and actually improve on the skills I had. So I think that actually helped a lot with this course and made me realise who I am and what I can do.
His newfound confidence helps him work the crowd, and quickly he's offered an interview for a course at Exeter College.
We've seen a lot more confidence in them, so the way they speak and communicate to people. There might be challenges and barriers that they've had in the background that they've overcome, and they've come here, and the motivation to actually come here and complete the course is absolutely incredible. How do you feel now?
Good.
That's what I mean. It's positive, satisfying.
It's a great result. Not only have Matt and Ed got new opportunities, all four of the group are now working with dedicated mentors who'll help them over the coming months.
And just to keep you right up to date, Matt has secured an apprenticeship at Exeter College. Well done, Matt. And Ed's still job hunting, but working closely with his mentor.